the presence of Jesus filling America. There is no other solution. And I'm standing here going, God, you asked me to do this, us to do this. Let's say it that way. You're in, you're here. But I go, you're asking me to do this, but I recognize this. It's got to be multi-generational, multi-ethnic, and multi-denominational. And I look at that, and I realize why in the dream I said that's impossible. Because let's face it, it's impossible. But God. And maybe God's just looking for people that are crazy enough to believe him for that. Like in the John 17:21, that unity, that we would be one as the Trinity is one, is an amazing prophecy. But, you know, I found myself thinking, what if it's the genius of God that John 17:21 unity comes when we gather not around the unity, but you're gathering around the worth of Jesus, the invisible God, the presence of God in our nation. Maybe that will produce John 17:21. And maybe all the efforts we make to stare at each other and try to make it happen are failing, not to minimize the conversations that need to happen.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's right.
Because those really need to happen.
Yes. Under the blood, you bet.
But at the end of the day, we can't stare at each other long enough to make this work. At the end of the day, it has to be around two things for me: the presence of God, the worth of Jesus, and the Great Commission. That's where we become one, because we're locked in. And I've suddenly thought to myself, what if God is doing a sneaky on us? Because what if evangelicals and charismatics can agree on prayer and worship, and while they struggle with lots of other things? What if this could actually happen?